Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. As promised, this video is very important. In Luke 17:21, we see something important is said. And we can connect that to Matthew 5:10 and Proverbs 16:12. So in Luke 17:21, in the various versions, it says, the kingdom of heaven is in your midst. It's inside you. It's within you. It's there among you because I'm there. Right? Wherever I am the gate, is the kingdom of heaven. In Proverbs 16:12, it helps you understand who I am. Right? The throne is established in righteousness. And the righteous one detests wrongdoing. Right? You see it with the moneylenders and Matthew 23 with the Pharisees and Mark 7. Also with Christ as a character in the story chastising the Jews. You see in Matthew 5, it not only says in verse 10, but later on as well, it says that you have to be persecuted, like in Paul's letters. All who wish to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Only those who are meek toward God go to heaven. Was John the Baptist being meek to the Jews? Was Stephen the martyr? No. Was David when he fought Goliath? No. So it's referring to something else. Now what is it? The Bible in a sense tells you what you know already, but you're denying it to yourself because you don't want to get persecuted and stuff like this. We see with the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The greatest commandment, loving God with all your heart. When you love God with all your heart, you're willing to die for God at the drop of a hat. Martyr can be seen as a play on words for more tears, but tears of joy, tears of dedication. So you see clearly with this video and the last video, where I talk about 1 John 2, chapter 2, where it says the Antichrist are those who deny that I'm Christ. It's the essence of everything that denies I'm Christ. It's the essence of immoral capitalism. It's the essence of communism. It's the essence of socialism done wrong. Okay? Because it's a very vague and general term, socialism, right? Welfare is a social program. Social security. These things aren't necessarily bad. It's the essence of deceit. It's the essence of everything that's contrary to me and my Royal African Falcon top martial artist argument, including black supremacy, because I'm not a black supremacist. After I'm gone, it's not going to magically pass. Again, it's not going to black people or anyone else. Okay? I'm describing it that way so you can understand what's happened here. So you can understand Genesis 10 and Amos 9:7. And how I've overruled those few people who translated Genesis 10 in a way that made Nimrod seem like a bad person. The people around Nimrod, the descendants of those that he led, eventually fell off and they built the Tower of Babel at some point. That's what the story says. Either these people rebelled against him after his flesh died, or their descendants, okay? It doesn't say that Nimrod built the tower, but the people in the area built the tower. Cain is not the same as Abel. Jacob's not the same as Esau. When the tribe of Judah was teaming up with Benjamin against the other tribes, they weren't the same. In Judges, when the Israelites fight amongst each other, they're not all the same. And so it is with Nimrod and the people of Nimrod, who just like we have the Israel and the Israelites. They're not all good, they're not all bad in the story. So in order to account for the ancient Royal African Falcon martial artists, which is a huge part of the Bible, it's in Job where the hawk spreads its wings by the wisdom of God, and the hawk is chosen because it's understood as a spiritual animal, a spirit animal from the area. The true form of horse is the Son of God versus a bunch of pagan ideas that confuse you about it. The true message of God as a moral of the Bible versus a bunch of other ideas that confuse you about it. So what is true, right? If it's 1 + 1, whether it's equals 2, whether 2 is called Horus in Egyptian mythology, or it's called Jesus in Western Christianity, it's the same thing. It's not the spirit of King Charles, right? You see these false images of Christ as like this English fairy spirit. No offense to anybody, that is not the Spirit of God, and that's contrary to the Spirit of God. It's superimposing, it's counterfeiting. It says broad is the way to destruction, and everyone thinks that's the Spirit. The devil absolutely wants to confuse you about the Spirit. You have to transcend racism. Whether you're black, white, Jewish, this, that, or the other thing. I'm not even one race. As far as I know, I'm at least 3 races. Mostly black because of the dominant genes, at least in terms of gene expression. White, technically half black, half white, but really half part black, part white, part Jewish, and part a bunch of other things, I'd imagine. Almost certainly if I did a DNA test, I'd be part Middle Eastern or, Semitic beyond being part Jewish, part white Jewish. Okay? And these things aren't so important. What's important is the truth. Where these things have to do with telling the story, telling the truth, yes. Where it has to do with pride in this world, don't love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. Now, if groups of people team up against me and give me a hard time, I'm going to call them out for it. If they don't stop, then I'm going to keep calling them out for it. That's what you've seen in my videos, not racism. I've said it many times, I abhor racist. I was engaged to a female who's part Greek and part Italian. Let me end this video this way. When I was in junior high, I had a crush on Kristen, Kimmy, at different points. Sarah, if I'm not mistaken here, Andrea Ryan, and a female named Tamika. So one of them was black, one of them was white, one of them was Jewish, one of them was Asian. Okay, and I think that covers it. Oh, no, there's also Olga, and she was Hispanic. Okay? And so, who knows? Maybe if they would have dated me back then, I would have married them. You never know. But one thing's for sure, you can bet everything on it, but don't gamble, don't bet, is that I'm not racist. But I insist on the truth in the story. I don't say that to bash the Jewish people. Whatever degree of punishment that they've earned from God is whatever degree I insist on for them. I say that to correct falsehood. The synagogue of Satan is the synagogue of the flesh. The Spirit of God is the Spirit. The Spirit is everything. The flesh means nothing.